complete game from our girls tonight. Really excited about the way they played. We talk all the time. It's not who you play; it's how you play the game. And every game we're coming out trying to get better. And I thought, coming in the first quarter, like, okay, we think we can play a little bit better. At halftime, we really talked a lot about. We feel like we can play a lot better. We weren't focused on the score. We felt like we left a lot on the floor in that first half of the game, and so we talked about there's a lot of good things we've done defense. We had 15 steals at halftime. We were doing some good things. The rebound margin wasn't where we wanted to see it. We really focused on, okay, can we get the rebound margin up? This is a team that's playing a lot of zone. We feel like there's some holes out there we can rebound against. And we just challenged. We said, guys, we're 4-17 from three. We're not shooting the ball great from three. We're missing too many layups. We're missing too many free throws. And so we say, can we come out, focus on the rebounding, and then just continue to put yourself in good positions offensively and see what happens. And one thing we've loved about this team is, geez, there's so much offensive talent up and down this roster. You see what we kept telling them in timeouts. We're like, if Tracey can get 40 now, let's let her go chase that, because we felt like she had a great matchup inside, and she goes 9 or 12 from the field. And then what Kinsea was doing defensively, just coming out there flying all over the floor. Her defense. You look at the points, it's easy to say, okay, you're good offensive, but I thought our defense really led to a lot of what we did offensively, and we were really pleased. And then anytime our team come out and go 10 of 10 from three in the second half, I don't think I've ever been a part of a team that's done that. So that was fun to see. But 'cause I think that Gardner Webb team, I think they're well coached. I think their defense is really challenging. We've seen them get fits with their defense. They've done a good job holding their opponents to low scores. So I thought our players did a really good job of coming in tonight and being aggressive and finding their opportunities.
Coach, third quarters have been, it's a trend that you've been playing really well in them this year. Is it something that you and the staff see over the course of the first and second quarters that you're able to make an adjustment at halftime? Is it something that the team, they get a talk that something's going on? What is it exactly about third quarters that you guys are finding such success with?
Yeah, I'm going to give all the credit on this one to the players. Like when we come in the locker room at halftime, the talk is outstanding. The vibe is really good. Up, down, like you come in there, it's a healthy locker room. And I've seen situations where they could get frustrated. You could have some bickering, but these players do a great job. When you get in that locker room, they're talking, and they're really, we say all the time, like you want a smart team that's thinking through the game. We talk about this all the time. Be very intentional in your efforts with the game. Let's not just come out there and play. Let's have a real intentional effort and a really focused approach to what we're trying to do. And so you're seeing that grow with this team. And when we come in that locker room, they've already talked about some good stuff. And so a lot of times I'm up there saying, okay, here's what we just talked about. And they're like, yep, we're on your wavelength. We hear you. We're going to go out there. We're going to try and do that. When we came in and talked about, okay, we're not shooting the ball great. Instead of players being like, man, we're up. Like, why is he coming at us with that? They're like, no, you're right. Like, we can shoot the ball better. So they're self critiquing themselves, and they're always saying, how can we be better? And I think that's when you see us come out and improve, because we have a team that's open to, okay, let's not rest on what we're doing well. Let's focus on what needs improvement, and let's put our effort in that direction. And I think this team does a fantastic job of that.
How pleased are you? It's not always easy to just turn around, 48 hours after another game to prepare for another team. How pleased are you with how they came out and were able to turn the page so quickly?
Yeah, we talked about it. I know someone had asked me that after our last game. I said, I promise you're going to see a fresh-looking team on Sunday, because these young women are in great shape. Kevin Darmody, our strength and conditioning coach, does a really good job of working with them. They stretch. They take care of their bodies. This is a group that you don't worry about them. They're going to sleep. They're getting rest in. So they're making good decisions off the court. But also, aside from that, like they want to hoop. They want to get out there and want to play. So our staff has a lot of confidence that when they're away from us, they're going to put their energy in the right spot so they can show up, because we're not a micromanaged team. We don't do room checks, curfew, stuff like that. We have a group that we really trust, because we say every day, okay, at this point in your career, you know what it takes to get your body ready to play a game. So what it is for Kinsea is what is different than Tracey. And so we just remind them, just go with your routines, do what you need to do to get yourself ready to go, and then just show up for us. And that's what they've been doing.
Kinsea, Tracey, for you two, for your perspective as players, what is going into these third quarters where you come out and you're having such success like you are so far this year?
Go ahead. I would say for us, just not letting up. I think we had really good runs in the first half, and just making sure that we're not letting it go easy for them, not being okay or satisfied with anything that we've already accomplished.
And I would say too, like he said, the talk in the locker room is magnificent. We're telling each other what's open, what's not open, and everyone has the mutual agreement that our critiques are to help the team, and so that helps as well when people are responsive to criticisms or whatever it is in the locker room. And so that's how we're able to come out better, because we're listening to each other and able to take feedback.
Yeah.
think a trend, and it goes back to last year's team as well, with watching this team, is you all enjoy playing defense and creating the chaos that we see out there. So for you all as players in a age that, let's just be honest, offense is kind of the fun part for you all. How do you find the fun in playing defense?
I mean, for us, we really feed off of the energy, especially at the top of the press. So like just getting stops and then being able to come back and actually score on offense, I think is really good for us. And then when we score on offense, it brings even more energy on the defensive side.
Yeah, same. Just like being that coastal chaos mindset and knowing that our defense will lead to great offense is kind of the key. We know we got to get the ball back in order to score. So it's just that mindset of, all right, what are we going to do to get that ball back as soon as possible?
For both of you as well, 2 good crowds this weekend on Friday and today over a holiday weekend. How cool is that to see Teal Nation coming out over a weekend where it would probably be easy to just stay home and do shopping and recover from all the turkey?
It's been super nice. I know we did a Special Olympics event recently, so it was great to see them in the crowd, especially today, and get to see those faces again. And so I really enjoyed that. And, you know, having the community around us, again, like you said, on a holiday weekend, it just brings that family atmosphere, especially since some of the girls weren't able to go home and things like that. So that extended family really feels great on a weekend like this.
Yeah, I feel like not only do we feed off each other's energy, but also the crowd's energy. It gives us the momentum to kind of do really well in the games.
Anything else?
Yeah, I got a question for Tracey. The first 8 points for the team in the first half, coming out at halftime, you had the first 5. How do you think you helped your team with the start of each half like that?
Just kind of come in and create a spark. I know we talk about that in the locker room of like really coming out and throwing the first punch, and I feel like being aggressive in the first, especially 5 minutes, is kind of the way to do that. A lot of teams kind of retract within themselves and get frustrated when they're not ready for that first punch. And so that's kind of the mentality I have going out there of like, all right, make them stop us and kind of that hit first mentality.
For Coach Pederson, the team had 26 assists today. That's a season high. What do you have to say about the team sharing the ball?
Yeah, we talk a lot in practice about the importance of sharing the basketball and moving the basketball around. You hear us, don't let the ball get stuck. Keep the ball moving. The way the system works is one of our things is you've got to keep that ball moving at all times. And once it gets stuck in someone's hands, like the offense just breaks down. So we talk about changing sides of the floor. And we came to this game, we weren't sure with the zone what we were going to see exactly. And we're like, if they give you threes, take threes. If they're giving you inside, just literally come out and don't have in your mind what you want to do. Just read what they're giving you and take whatever they give you, but do it with pace. Try and play fast, and so you get that ball moving around. But obviously, anytime you get over 20 assists, your win probability spikes to very high numbers. And so getting to 26 assists, it's fun to watch. It's fun to be a part of as a coach. It's great to see what they're doing in practice translate to the floor, and they looked really sharp. We scored 40 points in a quarter. I don't know if I've seen that before. So they did so many good things, and you can't put those offensive numbers up without having that depth up and down the lineup. You look at what Kinsey's doing coming off the bench. Bailey Louder did that last game with the double-double. So you're seeing a lot of really good production up and down the lineup. And I think Hennessy Lou Brown, for someone who's kind of been working her way back in shape, she's done some really good things too as she's coming in. So it's great to see, because I hear people say all the time, you guys don't have a lot of depth. I'm like, I don't know. I think we're maybe deeper than people realize. We're comfortable with our players playing heavier minutes too. We work hard, so we're in shape so they can do that when they get the opportunity. But I think right now we've got, easily 8-9 players who are really impacting this basketball team. And when you see Olivia get healthy, that's going to be one more who can do that as well.
Yeah, one more for Kinsey. This is your third straight or third 20-point game of the season. You had a double-double today. How's your confidence level feeling?
It's good, but not only just because obviously the shots are falling, but just the people around me that are consistently telling me that I can do it and just encouraging me, making sure that I know what I'm doing, but also not just providing for myself, also for my teammates.